on the data structure. Today's concept is a very much important concept with the data structure point of view. One of the most data structure importance is given to the stacks. So a stack is nothing but collection of such things. So basically a data structure forms a collection of data items over in the data structure. The stack over here can be considered as collection of or a stack of cafeteria trays, that you are seeing a tray, or a stack of pennies, that is coins, or a stack of boxes, shoe box or whatever type of box you have, or a stack of folded or shirts which are kept one after another, or the stack of a game, a type of a game. So here in all this example, the very much important point is the element which is inserted at the last. You see this is inserted at the last, that should be removed first. That means the most recent element added will be the one that will be removed first. Now for example, there are trays, like 4 to 5 trays are there. Can you remove a tray at the bottom? No, not possible. So the first you need to remove the tray from the top, like that, without disturbing other trays. Okay, that's the condition. So in the stacks also, the element or the values that is added at the last will be the one that will be removed first. Let us see in the introduction. The definition: a stack is an ordered collection of data items where the addition of new item and the removal of existing item always takes place at the same end. The same end is going to do the insertion as well as the deletion. Like you have a stack of books, you cannot remove the book which has placed first, but you can remove the book which has placed at the last very easily. This book can be removed without disturbing the other books. So the same way, addition of and removal of item is going to take place from the same end. This common end where insertion or adding and removing of the element is referred to as top of the stack. The top of the stack refers to the place from where the element can be added or the element can be removed. In the introduction part, as we have already defined, let us continue with the other definitions that we possibly see about the stacks. A stack is a data structure that provides temporary storage of the data in such a way that the elements are stored last will be the one that will be retrieved or removed or accessed first. So the last element will be accessed or retrieved first for processing or for doing anything. So this process of removing the very last element at the first place or the first time, we will call it as LIFO. So the stack follows a mechanism LIFO, that is last in, first out. The element which is removed at the the element which is inserted at the last will be the one that will be removed first. Okay, so that's what the data structure is, stack is all about. The next is the example. Let us consider. In real life, we think of a stack as a stack of copies, like stack of books, stack of plates. Okay, the first copy put into the stack is the last to be removed. Okay, the last one will be the first copy we have inserted. Similarly, the last copy put into the stack is the first one to be removed. Like you will keep the notes for the correction, the lecturer will take from the top, not from the bottom. Okay, usually. So that will happen. The person who has kept the book at the last will be the one whose copy will be corrected first. That we will call it as last in, first out mechanism of stack. There are certain operations on every data structure. Now talking about a kind of a data structure that we had is the arrays we have possibly worked out with traversing, insertion, deletion, searching, sorting, okay, and all those things, operations we have worked. Now, being a stack as a data structure, it also has certain operations to be handled. So a stack is a linear data structure. The meaning of the linear here refers to the same as the array concept. So linear means it is stored one after another. That means elements are stored one after another in the consecutive memory location if it is array representation. So it is controlled by two operations. The main two operations, though there are certain other operations that can be applied onto the stack, but the main two operations that our stack is going to work on is push and pop. So both the operations take place from one end, that is called as the top of the stack. Usually the insertion as well as deletion takes place from the same end, that is called as the top of the stack. So the top points to the current top position, that is current element on which I am working of the stack. Let us understand how this top is going to point while insertion, while deletion, or while adding and removing the elements, and let us see push and pop operation. Before that, okay, the push and pop operation are being explained with the diagrammatical format. See, push operation is basically adding an element to the top of the stack. Push certain, okay, push one book into this, okay, inserting, pushing is nothing but inserting the things. So push operation adds an element to the top of the stack. See the example, push, an element is added, the top value is been removed. It is an array representation. This is called as the bottom, which is reverse, or which is the very first element where it has been stored. So in the push, a new element is added. So pop operation is going to remove an element from the top of the stack. If I am taking out certain element from the stack, which is collection of elements, then the top is only the pointer that will be increased in push, decreased in pop. So pop, you see the element is been removed. The popping of element is removing of the element that you see in the diagram. So when insertion takes place, that will call it as push. The top pointer will be increased. When the pop will take place, the element will be removed and the top value will be decreased by 1. So this operation is implemented in the LIFO method, that is last in first out. Only the element which is added at the recently will be the one that will be removed, that you can see in the diagram. Fourth element is been removed, like that. So the recent element that is been added will be the one that will be removed from the stack. There are other operations apart from push and pop that is on the stack. The very first is the stack operation. It's a constructor. So as you already know, the constructor will have the same name as that of its class name. So here the stack is going to create, the operation stack is going to create a new or an empty stack that doesn't have any element. So if there are no elements in the stack, then the pointer top will be represented to -1. We will be discussing it later. So it needs no parameter. That means without parameters, it is no values are being passed within parentheses, and returns an empty stack without any elements. Now the next operation is the push operation, which takes one parameter, that is item to be inserted or the element to be inserted. The push operation is going to add a new item or the data element onto the top of the stack. It needs a parameter and it is not going to return any value. Okay, it is not going to give up any value. The pop doesn't take any parameter. This operation is going to remove the top item from the stack. from the top of the stack, you can call it as. It needs no parameter and returns the item that is been deleted. What it returns? The item that has been popped or item that has been removed from the stack. So the stack is modified here. Here also the stack has been modified, but the modification over here is -1 in the pop. The modification in the push is +1, that is insertion will take place or adding up of new element will take place. Let us understand. So insertion takes place like this, all the elements are been added. Pushing or popping will take place like this, elements are been removed, okay, and sees whether the stack is full or empty. If the stack is not full, elements can be inserted. See, stack is empty, elements can be pushed, pushing 1, 4, 5, 7, and pop is not empty. Oh, sorry, stack is not empty, popping can take place, that is 7, 5, 4, 1. Okay, so this is how the push operation is. If the data items are not full, the pushing operation can take place. The popping operation can take place if the stack is not empty, if the list is not empty. Okay. Now here in this particular example, you can pause and see the conditions that are applied and analyze the situation, how we will be going to check whether if the stack is empty or full. Full means all the elements are being stored. Empty means all the elements are or the corresponding blocks are empty, okay, or not having any value. So the next operation is the peek operation. The peek here in the sense that is the total number of elements. We can even call it as length of the stack. The total number of elements that are present in the stack is called as the peek, which is nothing but the total number of or the value that is stored under the top. So returns the top item from the stack but does not removes it. Okay, so it has no parameter and the stack is modified. Okay, so here you see the length is 1, once increase 2, again increase 2, so it is pointing to the top of the stack. Okay, when insertion and deletion will take place, peek value is same as the top value. Is empty. So here when the stack is empty, you see tests whether the stack is empty or not. If it is empty, then needs no parameter and returns a boolean type of value, that is true or false type of value. So if the stack is empty, it returns true. If the stack is not empty, it returns false. We will see the example. Size denotes the total number of items or the elements into the stack, and it also doesn't accept any parameter and returns an integer type. So this is a 5-mark question. What are the operations on the stack? Okay, very important. It was asked 2 times in annual and supplementary examination. So next is the implementation of the stacks. The implementation of the stacks can be done by using 2 methods, either by using a stack as an array or a stack as an linked list. So this concept of linked list is new to you. We will be discussing what is linked list and then we will go for the representation of the stacks. An array, already you know, is basically collection of homogeneous elements which are referred by common or same name. So contiguous or continuous memory allocation will be provided for the array to represent a data structure called stack. Now if you remember the applications of the array we have come across, it is used to implement other data structures. Okay, one of the other data structure that we have mentioned is it is used to represent or implement stacks, queues, okay, all those things. So now using the arrays we are going to implement the stacks. So this implementation we will be coming across in the next class. So array implementation we will be discussing later. Thank you.